What's up, YouTube? If you're new to my channel, I'm Azad Sports and I make basketball content. So if you like basketball talk and discussion, I'm definitely the place to be. Also, if you don't mind hitting that like button, subscribe button down below, I would appreciate that a lot as it helps grow the channel and get it out to more viewers. With that out of the way, let's go in and get to the video. Well, tonight was a fun night, wasn't it? I mean, damn, we had the debut of the Big Three in Brooklyn. Now, of course, James Harden's already played, Kyrie's already played, KD's already played, but they haven't all played together. So now they all play together, Kyrie's back, and I was ready to watch this game. I've watched pretty much the entire thing, and if I were to tell you before the game that James Harden's going to have a triple-double, KD's going to have a damn near triple-double with 38 points, and Kyrie's going to have 37 points, and then Jeff Green's hit 4 3-pointers, wouldn't you say the Brooklyn Nets won this game? Well, I would have thought so too, but no, the Cleveland Cavaliers edged this one out. And yes, Jarrett Allen, Taurean Prince did a little damage to their team. You know, they had some pretty good games, their former team, I should say. But the main culprit here was the man of the title of this video, Collin Sexton. He was absolutely amazing, and I already knew just from the games earlier in the season that he's going to be a future star, but this guy, he may already be here. He may already be a star. He went off tonight. He had a career-high 42 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And those stats itself is pretty impressive. But I want to talk about some of the stuff he did this game. All right. So start off with, you know, this was a double OT game. He had 42 points, but he only scored 20 of them in regulation. But I'm gonna talk about regulation a little bit. He had a lot of layups where he, you know, hit him with a Euro step or a stutter step. He was really just slicing and dicing his way to the rim on offense, so I like that a lot. He had one chase down block on Kevin Durant. It wasn't like a pin down or nothing, but he got Kevin Durant as he was pulling the ball up. It was pretty nice, honestly, pretty nice defensive play. But overall, Collin Sexton didn't have like an amazing game in the regulation. Like, if it ended in the Cavs would have won regulation, but oh, cool, he had 20 points, pretty good game, you know, shot efficiently, and his team won. Okay, cool. But it didn't end him right there. Kyrie had a chance for the game winner, but then there was an offensive foul. Then he said it wasn't an offensive foul. Ended up being a jump ball, the center of the court with like 1.5 left, and no one got a final shot. So that was that, and they went to OT. And in OT, this guy went crazy. And by OT, I mean regular OT and double OT. But he was mainly the guy in double OT. Alright, what started it all was it was towards the end of the first OT. And there was maybe like 30 seconds left. The Cavs were down 3. So what did he do? Well, he actually let Cedi Osman take a 3, which Cedi Osman airballed, and Collin Sexton went and caught it in the air, and before he landed, he hit a reverse layup and put him within 1. Well, after that, they had the foul. They were down 3 again, and then he hit a pull-up 3 in Kyrie Irving's mouth. Like, it was right in his mouth, right in it, and tied the game up at 127, and they went to double OT. And in double OT, okay, keep in mind, since they're going to double OT, they're tied. The Cavs outscored the Nets by 12, and Collin Sexton had damn near every point. He had 4 pull-up 3s in double OT, 4. And not to mention that he had the one in the regular OT. He didn't have any baskets assisted. He was getting every single shot by himself. There was no catch and shoot 3s. There was no nothing. He had 5 either pull-up 3s or sidestep 3s, step back. He was doing all this in isolation. He even had one shot in double OT where he ran to like the left corner of the free throw line and did a one-legged fadeaway mid-ranger. I think he got a floater in OT too. All in all, he had 22 straight points in overtime. That's like some LeBron-esque type stuff right there. That is absolutely insane. But the thing I'm trying to say is, you know, it's not like, oh, they were just playing a good team game, the ball kept on finding his hands. No, he took the ball, put it in his hands, and said, I'm taking over. And he created each and every last shot he made in overtime. And if you can be playing against KD, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and you can be a better shot creator than all three of them combined and beat them by 10 points plus in 5 minutes, that's very, very impressive. Actually, the Cavs announcers, before he went on a really hot streak and was doing heat checks, and they finally just shut up because he wouldn't stop missing, they kept on saying, they were like, don't dribble the air out of the ball, stop dribbling, just keep on passing the ball, keep on moving. And of course you want to keep the ball moving, but they didn't even want him, playing hero ball and everything. But he was like, you know what, man, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Tonight's my night. I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna drop some buckets. That's what he did. And I'm really liking this Cavs team now, I'm not gonna lie, because we already know what they're calling their nickname Sexland, with Collin Sexton, obviously, and Darius Garland. Darius Garland's been out for a little bit, but I do like his game a lot as well. And they have their center as the future now. And his name is Jarrett Allen. No, it's not Andre Drummond. I think they probably should trade him before the trade deadline. They have a lot of centers on the team now. Taurean Prince is a nice piece, obviously, and Shetty Osman's a good small forward. A guy that I really like, I don't know if he's a long-term piece for this team, but it's just a guy I like, Larry Nance Jr. He used to not be that good, and I never thought he was that great of a player, but just watching him a little bit this season, because I've been trying to watch all the teams this year, he looks like a really, really quality NBA starter. Like, I think over the past few years, he's just improved a little bit of every aspect of his game, and he's a pretty damn good player. He hit a few clutch shots for the Cavs in the fourth and also in OT, and he's a big reason why they won, besides the fact that Collin Sexton just carried them. But he's a pretty good player, not gonna lie. Now, Kevin Porter Jr., let's talk about him. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about him, but I know he was a promising young player for the Cavs. And apparently he had a shouting match with the training staff or somebody, but they said they're holding him away from the team, so they trade him and they're done with him. So I don't know what it is. There has to be more to the story. Maybe they don't like his attitude, or just they just don't mesh well together. But he's not going to be on the Cavs much longer, but I don't really think they need to worry. They got a lot of young talent, and this is the first time in a long time that the Cavs can be excited about their team without saying the name LeBron James. In other news, Nets, I don't think you're too mad. It's like, yeah, the big three debut spoiled, but you've already had Harden for 2 games before this, and you got to win the first 2 games with Harden, so at least you didn't lose your first game with him. People are going to probably say shit online, but like, oh, they lost the first game together. Don't worry about it, man. You'll be alright. Y'all are probably going to the Eastern Conference Finals anyways. But the Cavs, you have a really good future, and the Nets, you have a really good present. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed the game, so I think it's kind of fair I give good video back for a good game. Alright guys, if you didn't at the beginning, could you please hit that like button, subscribe button? I'll definitely appreciate it a lot. Peace out till next time. I might be making a video like in literally an hour, so it might not be too long. Okay, bye.